Can I try the carpoides?
Caprodes, yeah, you're right. Obtusus is... All right, so this is your silver carp. And this is what all the hype is all about on the news and media.
Hey Pioneers, welcome to the newest edition of See You in the Workplace. I'm Zachary Stashewski in our Alumni Engagement Office, and we are on our smallest workplace yet. So we're on a boat just outside of Chicago, Illinois with Nick Barkowski, class of 2009, who is a fish biologist for the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers.
During my time at Carroll, under the biology program, I had the luxury, or privilege I should say, to work with a lot of great professors, Dr. Sue Lewis, Dr. David Block, Dr. Jason Freund, who has now moved on. In a lot of my biology labs, I did a lot of work that was focused on fisheries work. Every time we had the freedom to do something, I tried to focus at aquatic or fish-based. You know, I really knew that this is the route I wanted to go. Contacted the Corps of Engineers to see if they had any positions available, and I came in under an intern position, and that led into a permanent full-time job, and I've been doing it for 7 years now. We actually tag fish in the river and we track their movements, so we'll kind of go through some of the specifics as we download those receivers. If a fish is within up to a half a mile to the receiver, the fish is detected. And then we take that data, we plug it into a GIS map, a Geographical Information Systems map, and we can actually track their movements.
Asian carp that's usually like a type of fish that you hear a lot about that people do not want in their natural waterways.
Correct. So the big issue with Asian carp, they are prolific spawners. They produce a lot of individuals, and they're filter feeders. They're feeding at the bottom of the food chain. A lot of our native species feed at that same level. And they're
taking all of the resources.
Yes, they're very prolific, and there's a lot of them. So in certain areas, they can really outcompete our native species. They're eating the microscopic plankton and algae in the water that a lot of our native fish are dependent on. The big concern is them getting into the Great Lakes. What the way electrofishing works is what we have these boom arms here that will stick out in front of the boat. Electricity goes through into the water, out and back towards the boat. And what it does, it temporarily stuns the fish. We'll net them, we'll place them in our live well here, and then at the end of the run, we'll go ahead and count the numbers of fish and then identify them. That was a silver! Yeah, so he's got a data sheet over here. I call it out and he keeps track of it. So this is gizzard shad, and then these are emerald shiners, another small common bait fish here in the river. We gotta look at one more thing after saying all that.
We've been lying to you.
Yes.
These aren't even fish, these are bird samples.
I think my first introduction to fish identification like this was vertebrate zoology.
Do you know who taught that?
Dr. Sue Lewis.
Be free!
I don't mind looking at fish, but I don't want them smacking me in the face.
So you're not going to hold any fish today?
No, I'll hold a fish today.
Well, then you might get smacked. Yeah, popping up.
Oh my God, it's huge!
All right. Watch the fins up here. These will hurt.
Am I a fish biologist now?
Almost. About 6 more years of school minimum. Yeah. For real.
All right, smallmouth bass, mark it down. That's it?
Yep. We got a couple more. One of the great things working with the Corps is that they have a great training program, and they have a wide number of courses that we take. Through that continued education, we constantly are going out and learning and bringing back new things to the district that helps with the job. That's one of the benefits of my job. I come out here and I can electrofish, and I'm like, oh yeah, I can come back here and fish this spot. Similar to like how birders keep life lists, a lot of fish biologists have life lists on fish that they've captured. I have a list, not only that I've done with electrofishing, but I keep a list of what I've caught fishing on my free time. We're all involved with additional restoration projects or even flood risk management projects. We have other projects that I've been working on looking at potential ways to use sound as a deterrent as well as an attractant for Asian carp. For me, what's exciting about fishing is it's the hunt, right? You never know what you're gonna get, and it's trying to apply all my knowledge to make sure that I'm pulling and getting fish into the boat. There's a lake that I grew up fishing that I'm working on a restoration plan for. Specifically, I grew up, fished it. It's literally, 2 miles from the house that I was raised in. Having the Great Lakes in the backyard, it's a precious resource. I've, grew up going to the beaches and fishing it, and I want to make sure that we do what we can to save it, and that's what we're doing. You really feel like you're making a difference.
Now I'm hungry for fish.
I know.
Can we stop on the way home and get some fish? I'm not joking. What's your order? Fish fillet with cayenne pepper and lemon.